Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all the core gamers out there. CHMN777 here, bringing you episode 3 of Metroid Prime today. Last time, we picked up Morph Ball and our missiles and started exploring the Chozo Ruins. This time, we are going to hopefully finish the Chozo Ruins, but we're going to have to grab a lot of items to do so. So without further ado, let's start by murdering these Shriek Bats, because I'm not dealing with what they have to offer. Also in the last episode, we found out that our next objective was that safe station, apparently. But where are we going? Where we are going to be going to this room, which I already know as the Heat Dome. There is a simple reason it's called the Heat Dome. It's also a very, very easy area to beat. It's also home of another boss that we are going to fight. Now, what's the special trick I kind of want to show in this episode? Well, here's what I want to show. I want to show the difference between the C-Stick missile fire rate and your normal missile fire rate. This is your standard missile. That's the fire rate on your standard missile. If I hold the C-Stick on the Nintendo GameCube controller up, and then press Y button, you can see the complete difference in missile fire rate. There is a much, much faster difference in missile fire rate. It makes it very, very useful for doing a lot of things. Inside this room, first off, we have more Shriek Bats. No! Down here, we have a new creature. This is a blast cap. They are volatile chemicals within weeds. All you do is shoot them a couple times and they go boom. Simple. Over here, there's an item. Apparently, I'm standing in acid, which I should probably get out of. It's actually poisoned water. And I don't know why that would hurt you, but... probably shouldn't have wasted all those missiles, huh? Whoops. I need to go back and get some missiles. Let's go do that really quickly. I'm gonna have to reload the enemies, maybe, to get some missiles. Really? No missiles? Oh, jeez. We need missiles. We need missiles very badly for this next section. Not entirely badly, but these... I shouldn't have wasted all those missiles showing the C-Stick fire rate. I just wanted to show you that, because a lot of people were wondering, did I use the C-Stick missile fire rate against Mother Brain? In fact, against the Parasite Queen. In fact, I actually did. I do use the C-Stick fire rate for missiles quite a lot, just because it's super useful. There are more Shriek Bats in here. Fight me! No missiles. What the heck? Still, wow, okay. This game does not want to give me missiles, folks. I'll be right back because this is kind of ridiculous. I need to just go grind off on enemies until I get missiles. Or I get really lucky right now. Yeah, I got lucky. Alright, we got him. Alright, now let's continue. I apologize for wasting all those missiles. If I should have saved it to hold with the missile expansion. That would have been really cool. The enemies in here we already killed. This room we can come back to when the water isn't as deadly. There's an important thing inside. Now, inside here, there's a room. This is a room with 4 runes. This is kind of a side path that we don't actually have to take. We actually have to go up in that main room. But what we have to do... there are 4 runes. If I can get out of the acid, that'd be great. There are 4 runes specifically in this room that we need to locate. The first one is back here. Not over the wall, but it's back in this corner right here where this red one is. Runic symbol has been activated. There are 4 in this room, much like the previous room that we were just in. So you just gotta take out these Reaper tentacles. And down here, where these mushrooms are, is going to be the next runic symbol down here. Just gotta blast the mushrooms out to reveal it. That's a blast cap. I still need to shoot it to reveal it. There we go. You can see the next runic symbol down there. The next runic symbol is simply down here. It's not very far away. It's just on this wall. No! Oh, you dirty bird. Now I have to climb all the way back up. I will take that 10 energy unit. It's just a quick little pick-me-up. Now, you may be saying, this room's a dead end. True. It is a dead end. For now. We can come back later to this room to get a very specific item. And will need to get a very specific item. But first, there's a more important item that we kind of lost on the frigate that we need to pick up very quickly. The 4 runic symbols have been activated, which in turn activates the hammer rune, as I like to call it, the hammer rune, which unlocks this gate, which behind it gives us the charge beam. But first, before we pick up the charge beam, we have more Chozo lore to read. So, Chozo script has been translated for us. We have returned to Talon 4, born here against our will by a great cataclysm from the reaches of space. A meteor came, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Though we perceived this form beyond space and time, it was but a curiosity, a brief flare in the infinite march of the universe. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, clawing at life with such violence that we were ripped from our peaceful state and find ourselves wandering as shadows of the mortal forms we left behind, searching for why we are here. So a giant meteor has impacted this planet. That really doesn't mean much yet until we go back to a very specific area. In fact, we've actually already been to that area in the game. We haven't been to the specific location, but we have already been there. It was when we initially arrived on Talon 4, into the Talon overworld. Now, these ions, these immortal organisms, are immune to standard shots. Unfortunately, they all fall to the charge beam. And you don't actually need a full charge to kill them. You just need a quick, temporary charge. It's a very easy charge, very easy thing to do. All you do is just shoot it a couple times, and boom, instant charge beam. Very quick. You don't need a full charge to do damage. That's all you need. That's literally this right here. That was a full charge. You don't need that. You can literally just do this. That's as much as you need. You just need a little bit of charge, and it still does the exact same amount of damage as it would a normal charge beam. And now that we have our charge beam, we can do something very specific here. Contact considered hazardous. So now, we're in this room. Now what we have to do is we need to climb our way back. I'm going to jump over these blast caps so I don't get blown up. We need to climb our way to the top of this room to go to where we need to go next. Ow. But now that we also have charge beam, I can bring any item I wish to me at any time, which is absolutely wonderful. Can you see the shriek bats? I see the shriek bats. Oh no, they're dead. How'd that happen? They didn't even see me. Oh no, poor shriek bats. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for the shriek bats. I'm sorry for these ones though. Oh no, look at poor shriek bats, man. All I wanted to do was live. Now, something interesting that I actually didn't know here. There's actually an item hidden in this room. It's actually up here. Structural weakness throughout the sandstone wall. It's sandstone. Which means morph ball bombs break it. The question is, how do you get up there? Well, where we're going is going to give us morph ball bombs first. We're also about to pass some eyes. And we're about to head into a puzzle room. This is a puzzle room. It does kind of drain the water level in this puzzle room a little bit. We do have to go this way in order to get to where we needed to go. There are some more shriek bats. As you can tell, this game is very dark in certain tunnels, and it is recommended that you use certain things. Now, if I turn to the right here, You notice this is a Morph Ball bomb slot. I cannot, or a Morph Ball bomb slot. It's just a Morph Ball bomb tunnel. If I turn to the right here, there's a new creature. This is a stone toad. Prison creature smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. Well, unfortunately, we don't have bombs, so I cannot make myself vulnerable from within. He spits you out eventually, but it's not worth it to even bother taking the extra damage, as we do have full energy, and there's no point to just waste it right now. So welcome to the Burn Dome, or the Heat Dome, where there's a giant war wasp nest above us. Meet the Incinerator Drone. An advanced garbage disposal unit with flamethrowers. Programmed for high temperature waste disposal. That's it. And meet, along with the Incinerator Drone, the Barbed War Wasp, airborne insect with the ability to launch the stinger at its prey. These war wasps are really annoying, but they're super easy to kill. One more should do it to the Incinerator Drone, and then we have the next upgrade. Oh, crap, there's a war wasp right next to me and I didn't even see him. Got it. Incinerator Drone down. Like I said, Chozo is one of the easiest areas in the game, but there's so many hidden items in it that we can now actually go back and get, which we will possibly do because now, Morph Ball bombs. Now we can drop our bombs back in Morph Ball. There are many things you can do with this. You can single bomb jump and even double bomb jump. Double bomb jumping is almost required. But now that we have Morph Ball bombs, we can break anything that is sandstone, starting with this. Which behind it gives us a missile expansion. Now, we now have 10 missiles that we can use. There are many, many missiles we can use, actually, here. But there's a lot of other things we can do here as well. Not only can we get some items back in Chozo Ruins, but we can get items back in the Talon Overworld. You may think, wait, why would you want to go back to Talon Overworld? There's no point to. Actually, there is. There is a big point to go back to Talon Overworld, because they mentioned a crater that created a giant impact on the planet. There is an area in this game, specifically called the Impact Crater, where this meteor has struck. However, this meteor is super powerful, and literally blown up. It literally has blown up everything. Now here, we have our Morph Ball bomb slots. Very easy to activate. Literally just kind of just jump into them. Boink and boink. Energy spike has been detected. Welcome to the furnace. Well, we're actually headed this way now, because it's actually going to give us an extra energy tank going to the furnace. Now, right here is our first instance of a time puzzle. There are many of these through the game. Not just one. There are many of these through the game. This is the easiest one of them, though. As you can tell, I'm using my bomb jumps effectively to try and get to where I need to go. And you can hear the beeping for the timers. I'm actually kind of going through this more efficiently than I did in my first recording as well, so that's always a plus. It does give you plenty of time to get up here. In fact, I don't think I'm going to cut it close. Oh, it started to cut close when I got up there, but we are good to go. We have raised both the platforms, and the puzzle has been solved, which will lead us to the furnace. Where we're going to pick ourselves up an extra energy tank. Right after we go through this, we're going to realize there is a morph ball tunnel coming up. Right here. Once I enter this room, if it'll let me scan it, there it is. Magnetic rail system track. It appears to be active. Spider ball technology is required. Spider ball we're not going to get for a while, but essentially what it does is it would magnetize my ball to it. We got a quick little bomb hop here. And right inside here, once I fall, we got ourselves another energy tank. Energy has been increased to capacity by 100. That was the simple energy spike. That was it. Just that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go grab ourselves some other items. Because this was an optional path to go back. Technically, we can go through... Actually, you know what? No, we're going to do this. We have time. We're going to go to the final boss. We're going to go to the boss of this area. And we have a lot of time to go to the boss of this area, so I think I'm actually going to go do that. 10 missiles should be enough for me. Missiles aren't going to do damage to the boss directly in this area, and I will explain the gimmick once we actually get to the boss. Rather than spoiling everything now, because I have kind of it's not a bad habit of doing it. I kind of like to say more than I need to about it, but it's not fully spoiling it. So now we're here. Well, you may be wondering, well, how the heck do we get up there? Well, where there is a way, there is a will. Boom, boom. Double bomb jump. You may notice I can double bomb jump to get there. I should actually just be able to jump. Oh, no, I can't. Can I triple bomb jump this? Oh, so close. I don't know if I can actually get this item. I'm gonna try. Ah, I need space jump to get that. All you need to know is that there's an extra missile expansion up there. That's all you need to know. Simple. So, now that we have everything we need, we're actually gonna go save her up really quickly. Save her up, murder these shriek bats that always come down from the ceiling because they're evil. And now we're going to head back to where we once were. After our visor gets steamed, which has a very beautiful effect on it when you walk through. Now we have the vines again. Now, you may notice, down here, that's a new enemy. Analysis suggests the presence of a runic symbol. Well, I'm going to scan this really quick. There's a runic symbol. That's one of the 4 runic symbols in this room that has been activated. The gimmick of this area is that there are plenty of runic symbols to activate. That is the 2nd runic symbol right there. I'm looking for the war wasp's nest. I apologize. They're really annoying enemies that I don't want to deal with. Over here, that is a ruined war wasp hive. Runic symbol has been activated. There is one more runic symbol we need to activate, and that is at the top of this room. There are no safety walls here, so you do need to be careful as you do roll through this. Over here, we have a new enemy. These are venom vines, or venom weeds. Poisonous plant that retracts from the ground when threatened. They explode. Or they do a lot of damage to you over time. There's a war wasp hive. We're about to scan that. New creatures. That is a war wasp hive. We're going to blow that up now. Incoming scan data. Fluid patterns have been analyzed. They have been tracked back to the main source. And in fact, we are actually on our way to that right now. We will be doing that in a matter of moments. So venom vines are very easy. You kind of just scare them away, and I fell. Remember how I said you didn't want to do that? Well, I just did it. And now I feel ashamed of myself. Conveniently, though, I just need to shoot the venom vines again and kind of roll away, as there was no safety wall, and that is entirely my fault for not listening to my own advice. Whoops! Alright, we're... Ah! I almost did it again. The last runic symbol is very easy. The last runic symbol... I passed it last time. I'm going to pass it again. No, it's up here. I passed it. I know I did. I know I passed it. This is not the first time I have passed this runic symbol. Oh, that's frustrating. That's right there, though. Boom. Done. Runic symbol activated. On my first failed recording of this, I actually passed the runic symbol, and I suffered majorly for it. Wasn't fun. So, as you can tell, right here, we have a block that is entirely composed of sandstone. We're going to blow this up really quickly. And we're going to blow this up with a missile. And in this next area, there are plenty of venom vines to keep us company, along with the Reaper vines, as I call them. Plenty of them. Literally just plenty of the Reaper vines. And all we're going to do is head into our next area. I think we got enough energy to do this. And let's meet the boss of the area, shall we? This is Flagra. She is a giant poisonous thing. And she was Omega Flowey before Omega Flowey was cool. And she has 2 giant size for hands. And she's also a giant plant beetle. So the first thing you want to do with Flagra, immediately scan her and start strafing. Because she is going to immediately start attacking. She is not going to give you any mercy. Best thing to do is to stay in Morph Ball. You notice there is a giant sun lamp over here. In which case, you realize that we don't do much to it. Well, what you have to do, deactivate the sun lamp by hitting it with a charged shot. No other shots will work. You can hit it multiple times. And this activates the bomb slot. Simply just roll in. Watch her burn and shrink. And she comes back up with a vengeance. And 2 sun lamps praising her. Praise the sun. Now, what you can do, she does cut off one of your avenues of escape. So what you can do is you can fire some missiles at her to slow her down. And she does activate the sun lamp if you are looking at it. So you do need to, like, stay on her. She does fall down eventually. So what you're going to want to do is you need to do this as fast as possible. You can't get too close to those weeds either. They will not retract, and you just need to do this. She's just a very easy boss, and overall, she's a very good boss for the first area. It teaches you the mechanics of essentially weakening the boss by hitting them yellow. When enemies turn yellow, they are not actually taking damage. They are just getting weakened to a point where they can take damage, or you can do something else to affect them. My missiles are out now. Flagra will fall in the same spot. She will fall in a spot where you can reach. Oh, ow. Those vines, like I said, if you get too close, you do take damage on those vines. So you do need to be careful against Flagra. And now, the ultimate praising of the sun. All 4 sun lamps are active and shining upon her. You know what you must do. End the sun. She does have, like I said, she does have giant size. And you can't get through any of that. And she will reactivate the sun lamps. You do need to kind of stay on her about this. She is a nasty, nasty beast. She does stay stunned, which is really nice. It's pretty easy to kind of just move. Oh, it's on the other side. Are you kidding me? You do have plenty of time to kind of get there into the bomb slot before she gets up. But if you take too long, the bomb slots will reset and she will get up. But that's Flagra. She's a very easy boss to take out. And the Great Poison, if many of you were wondering, the Great Poison was caused because of Flagra's mutation. Which means, after Flagra's defeated, all poisoned water in this area has turned back to normal water that we can swim in. And not only that, but for our troubles, we get the suit that everyone recognizes. The Various suit. Oh, the power. I feel the power. And boom, Various suit. Instantaneous awesomeness. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The suit that is most recognized of Samus. We now have the Various suit. So now, dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. Additional data to the inventory screen has been downloaded. So that's it. That's Flagra, guys. And now, the only way out is to go. But, unfortunately, I actually have to call it an episode here. So next time, we are going to be picking up as many items as in the ruins as we currently can before we head to the next area, which is actually going to be down this elevator shaft in particular to the Magmoor Caverns. We're going to walk our way through Magmoor Caverns and then find ourselves in a very, very snowy place, possibly in episode 5 or 6. So until then, I want to thank everybody for watching, and until then, this is CAJman777 signing off. Stay safe, everyone.